Hey guys, it's Craig Melvin again with Real Estate News Fort Worth. Just want to take a couple minutes to share with you some do's and some don'ts if you're in the process of getting a home loan. Things you should do during that process and a couple of things you shouldn't do during that process. Just to be real short, just want to take a second and tell you this. First of all, pay your bills. Pay your bills on time, your rent, your car loans, your personal loans, your credit cards, your child support, your school loans, your alimony. If you don't make timely payments, a bank's not going to be willing, most likely, to lend, money to you to buy a house. So pay your bills on time. Secondly, stay at your job. The job that you're currently at is the job that, the bank's expecting you to have during that process. Now, the day after you close your loan and you are moved into your house, you can change jobs, you can get a new job, you can get that promotion, you can change to commission, you can do whatever thing you want to do. But don't change that job situation while you're in the process of getting that loan. You want to make sure that your unemployment remains 100% the same that it was when you started applying for the loan. Provide all documentation requested. Even if you feel like the lender doesn't need something, go ahead and give it to them. You can never give them too much information. The more information you give them, the quicker the process will go. They won't have to stop the process, go back to you and say, oh yeah, we need this or we need that. If you've already provided everything to them, you're going to save yourself any additional delays. It'll make it, your process goes smoother, and you'll actually close on the time when you scheduled your close date. File your taxes. If you have, if you owe taxes, pay your taxes. If you have to file, if you haven't filed yet, and the tax due date is coming up, file an extension. But make sure that if you owe the IRS money, that you send them a payment. So, or work out some kind of payment schedule with those guys. If you owe them a bunch of money, just work out some kind of payment schedule. And the IRS, as much as people hate to, rag on the IRS, I mean, you can set up a payment plan with them. They'll let you make payments if you owe them money. So those are some things that you want to do, when you're in the process of getting that loan. A few things you don't want to do. Don't want to change your marital status. If you're single, you don't want to get married until after you've closed. I mean, go get married, have at it, congratulations, but wait until after you've closed on your loan. On the other hand, if you're, thinking about getting a divorce, you are married and you want to get a divorce, again, that's going to mess up your process if you're planning to, hey David, your indication on your loan application is that you are married, and then in the middle of the process, you start getting divorced, and then the bank's going to say, wait a minute, we had two incomes on this loan application. So if you're, getting married or you're getting divorced, just stay in your situation that you're in. Don't change your marital situation in the middle of your loan process. If you have an overdraft of your bank account, that's a big red flag to loan application process. The bank sees that, they think you can't manage your money properly. So, make sure that you've got the funds in your account or have that overdraft protection, that kind of thing, so that you don't bounce a check. Don't forget to source your deposits and your funds to close. If you've got, you're putting down a large $5,000 payment or $10,000 payment, the lender has to know where that money's coming from. It has to, whether it came from your savings or from your job where you work, or if it was a gift from your parents, or you won the lottery or whatever it was. The bank needs to know. They have to source those funds. You can't just show up with money, like out of your mattress or somewhere, and they go, oh, that's $20,000 cash. Where'd that money come from? So they have to be a paper trail. They have to know where that money's coming from. Source of a copy of check or withdrawals or bank slips, any of that kind of stuff. And also that applies to the money transfer between, if you got several different accounts and you've got money going from account A to account B, again, you have to have a paper trail. They have to be able to see where those funds come from. You can't just show up with an unknown large amount of cash. And another thing, when you open new accounts or make large purchases on your credit card, if you're buying furniture or other appliances, for your new home, wait until you've closed on your house. Don't, go buy that new furniture set yet, or those new kitchen appliances. Wait until you've closed on the house, because if they see large purchases on your credit cards, again, it's going to affect your debt to income ratio, and that's going to affect how much and the willingness of the bank to loan you the funds to close on your house. The important thing is to focus on closing your house. And hey, Sean, and the other thing is to make sure that everything is accounted for. And again, if you're going to buy new furniture, or you're going to buy any big purchases, kitchen appliances, all that kind of stuff, wait until after you've closed on the loan. Wait until the house is yours. Then you can go buy all those big ticket items that you want to do. And lastly, before I go here, the main thing is don't co-sign on a loan for anybody else. Again, the bank is looking at your debt to income ratio. They don't want you to know that you've got your debts, but then you also have your brother's debts for another $100,000. They're going to say, once you get that paid, come back and talk to us and see us then we'll give you money. So you want to make sure that you're just being proactive about the things, while you're in that process. Be proactive. Don't take on additional debts. Don't spend other money. Don't come up with funds that are just cash all of a sudden out of nowhere. Those guys need to know, hey, Ems, those guys need to know that you have to be able to trace that money, give them a paper trail, so that they'll know that your funds are legitimate and you're not a terrorist or something like that. So anyway, let us know if we can be of help. Again, this is Greg Melvin. My number is 402-216-5984. We can hook you up with one of the best mortgage guys in the industry, and we can help you get that loan. So thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.